An unprecedented amount of stimulus money coming to cities all across Metro Detroit. Tonight, many have questions as to where those funds will go. Now, take a look at this chart we have posted at WXYZ.com. You can see how those funds are distributed, with Detroit getting well over $800 million. Many communities getting almost their entire yearly budget. 7 Action News reporter Jennifer Ann Wilson shows you how that money could be spent and how it could impact you, and if we could end up paying for this in the long run.
Some municipalities say they could forgive everybody's property taxes and still have half the money left over to spend. But for many, this money is badly, badly needed, although they didn't believe it when they first heard how much they were getting.
When you're talking $2 trillion, that's mind-boggling.
We thought there was a typo.
Lincoln Park is set to receive more than $20 million. For perspective, their annual budget is just $23 million.
Kind of like you do when you're playing the lottery. You think of all the things you'd like to do with it.
The city of Port Huron is getting slightly less.
Our first thought was, wow, it's a shocking amount.
The city's tax revenue in 2020 was nearly $16 million. Their stimulus money, over $19 million.
To put that in perspective, so this has actually eclipsed our entire general operating revenue for about a year.
The city of Detroit gets the biggest amount of all, with more than $879 million. This amounts to 88% of this year's operating budget.
This is going to be a lifesaver for a lot of governments who are hurting financially.
Eric Scorsoni from the MSU Center for Local Government says losses experienced from the pandemic, like Detroit's $71 million loss in income taxes, is just the beginning.
If people continue to work remotely, some cities could lose income taxes permanently.
Many other sources of revenue are also down.
Collection of fines and fees from various tickets.
The city of Ferndale lost $1.5 million in 2020 just due to parking fees. They're only receiving $2 million in stimulus money.
For most of the communities in Michigan, they're going to be receiving about $105 per person.
SEMCOG says only about 35 cities are receiving large sums of money, and that's based loosely on a federal formula for community development block grants. But still, some are concerned. Municipalities only have 3 years to spend all this cash. Many will be using it for capital improvements and infrastructure needs like broadband, roads, and sewage.
A lot of our projects are coming 5 to 10% higher just because of the demand in the market. So we are concerned about cost escalation.
I'm not sure we have the luxury of being concerned. I mean, obviously, sometimes you have to make decisions that are necessary to keep the economy going now. I think that's the world we're in at the moment.
If you want to have a say in how this money is spent, now is the time to engage with your local government. Pay attention to those city council meetings and get involved. I'm Jennifer Ann Wilson, 7 Action News.
Thank you so much, Jennifer Ann.